Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. No, 11 to 11:30, right, Vince?
Correct.
Yeah, 11 to 11:30 this Saturday. And then,
8 to 8:30 Pacific.
yeah, 8 to 8:30 Pacific.
That is about to be busy with a commercial break, so what we'll do is I'll probably have to put in the Light Up the Darkness music later.
Okay.
So just stand silent for 10 seconds and then come back.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready to go?
Let's do it.
And you push the button in the front,
I did.
shows recording.
Yeah, it's recording.
All right. And Soldier Hard cannot hear any of the limits.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to start in 15 seconds. 10 seconds, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to another exciting edition of American Warrior Radio, the place to be for news, notes, interviews, and current events for all issues military and veteran related. If you or someone you know has ever worn the uniform of the U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or National Guard or Reserves, you've come to the right place. American Warrior Radio right here on the Talk to Me station, AM 1060 WMEL. And folks, we're online worldwide at 1060WMEL.com, sponsored by AVET Project. As you know, this program is all about supporting our troops and their families, both past and present. So please get comfortable, grab a beverage, and don't forget a pen or paper, because I'm always making an effort to bring you important information that you can use and share with others. With that said, let's roll down the runway and get this show off the ground. You all know me. I'm Garen Cohn. I'm an Air Force veteran, a retired legal advocate for veterans, and founder of AVET Project. And you also know that I usually never fly through the airwaves alone. I always have my co-pilot with me, Glenn McGuffey, but today I am blessed to have the executive director of AVET Project, and my wife, and also the producer of American Warrior Radio, right here in studio with me right now is Kim Cohn. Say hi, Kim.
Hello, everyone.
It's Happy New Year time, everybody.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Can't
so-
wait for 2016.
Yeah, we are here. 2016 we've turned the calendar. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be an awesome year. It's going to beat the pants off of 2015 for sure. There's a lot going on, and as you're probably going to find out, this is a truncated version of American Warrior Radio because we've been preempted by some sports programming. But don't fear, we're going to bring it, all right? And
That's
to get
right.
started, I just want to wish everybody out there the happiest of New Year's. I hope
Happy
you all
New Year!
Hope you all had a great holiday season, both Christmas and New Year's Eve, and you had some fun and were able to share some time with your family and friends, because honestly, that's what it's all about, particularly at this time of year. With that, I have to tell you, we always look forward to this next guest, his own segment, Light Up the Darkness, here on American Warrior Radio, none other than Soldier Hard. So Vince, go ahead and cue that music. On the line right now is Soldier Hard. Can you hear me?
Hey, Glenn. It's Kim and Garen today, I say.
It's we're doing
Good.
great, brother man. Yeah, it's the Kim and Garen show today. Glenn is off. And besides, it's just a half an hour show. So happy to have you every first Saturday of every month with your Light Up the Darkness segment. They got a little snippet of what the song is about, but this is your segment, Light Up the Darkness. We're starting a new year. Tell me what Light Up the Darkness means to Soldier Hard and what you want others to take away from it.
That is pretty much that. We all have a light shining bright inside of us, even though we're in our dark world. And, well, if we reach deep down inside of us, we have that light in us, that something that we're inspired by, we're uplifted by. So even though when we're in our darkest moments, we're sitting in our room, isolated, down on ourselves, if we, with that strong mind that we have, we all have that light inside of us, and it's just got to come out. Something's got to happen to make it come out. You know what I mean? So just reminding everybody that we are powerful beyond measure.
Exactly, and honestly, your music is such an encouragement to so many, even if they have never been in the military or know anybody that's in the military, which is hard anymore because almost when we do speeches and events and things, I'll ask people to raise their hand who's a vet, and a lot of people raise their hand, and then I'll say how many people know a vet, and then of course everybody has to raise their hand because there's a lot of vets or people that can sympathize and appreciate what our vets go through. And Light Up the Darkness, I mean, the theme to your segment really says it all. And Kim, I know you want to say something about this because we're starting a new year, so we're all excited about the possibilities, right?
That's right. So, SH, what do you want to share? What do you have coming up that you want to share with everyone?
I have Redcon One Music Group. We're going on 2016 will be our 5th year anniversary.
Can you believe that? Wow.
Doing warfighter music, releasing 37 albums, hitting the iTunes top 100 album charts. Like,
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Hitting the bestsellers list. So we're always, doing that warfighter music. That's what we're known for. And we're just gonna celebrate our 5th year. And I'm throwing a big event, a really, really big event coming. I'm not gonna say which city that I chose to do this event at, but
Ooh, please say somewhere in Florida. Say somewhere in Florida.
yeah. So what we're doing is matter of fact, I don't want to get too much into it, but it's a really big event. I got a lot of sponsors already on board. My service dog school, Alpha Canine, has donated a service dog for my event to give to a veteran.
Right on.
On stage. It's
Sweet.
just beautiful. So we're lighting up the darkness that way. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
even though we're doing the celebration show, we're still giving back to the warfighter community in one way, shape, or form.
You always do with just your message alone, SH. You're always giving back and helping. You know that. We know that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really, really excited about this because I've never put on an event by myself.
I know.
I've out other events. Go flying here and there to help other organizations to perform for them. But this time, I'm putting this one on by myself.
Right on.
So I'm really
Delegate
excited about that.
delegate what you can, SH.
Definitely, I already did. It's crazy. I actually did, and a lot of people that are on my team involved now.
That's what I was just going to hint at. The Redcon One record label has a bunch of artists. Are they going to be participating in this awesome event?
We're all going to be there. Even
All of them.
Every single artist that's going to be there live on one stage for one night, along with also the Redcon One staff that's behind the scenes. They're coming out as well.
Sweet. That'll be awesome to see you all together.
Can I ask, are you planning this first quarter, summer, fall? When are we looking at? Just
It'll be in the March time frame. March 2016. It'll be. I'm already like 70% there.
Right on.
So, and it's crazy because I got this idea. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, just kept waking me up, and I just sat and like, okay, how am I gonna make this happen? And it's something that I always feared to do. So I always gave props to Kim. I used to see her running around on all these events. And like, everybody does that, and I'm like, I'm like.
Now you're that man.
Do you know what I mean? So now I'm like putting in that position too, and it's a personal challenge, and I know I can do it.
Yes, you can.
Oh, for sure. And you have so much energy, especially when you're channeling it into something like this, the Redcon One project. Do you have a name for it for the concert yet? You should have a contest. Oh, you do have it. Okay, fine.
I do have a name for it, you know what I mean? But I will just say it's our 5th anniversary Redcon One celebration, and we're taking a step above and what's never been done in the warfighter community, and we're gonna do it.
Right on.
Well,
So what else?
5 years in the industry now, and 37 albums later. Wow. That's impressive. And I want everybody out there to know they got to listen to your music beyond what you hear on American Warrior Radio. You've got to get plugged in, and SH Soldier Heart will tell you how to do that in a minute. But 37 albums, and these aren't like, 6 or 7 tracks per album. You really pack these albums with music, brother.
We filled it up. We went above and beyond. The normal album is 10 to 12 songs for an album. We got like 18, 19, 20 songs for
Yep.
an album.
And when I was a kid back in the 60s and 70s, the vinyl, the real albums, the 33 and a thirds would come out, and there may be one good song on one side and one good song on the other, and the rest of it felt like just filler. But with you, you bring it on every single track. I know everybody has their favorites, but it's amazing to just pick up any CD you've put out and be entertained and invigorated and, transported, really. That's what I look at with your music. I mean, it takes me someplace beyond where I'm at.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Hey, and not only that, but the kids in the car can listen too.
Yeah.
So that's always a big plus.
I'm carry on that. This new album that I'm going to be working on in 2016 is called. You guys ready?
Yeah.
It is.
Drum roll,
Truth
please.
Speaks in Silence. That's my next album. Truth Speaks in Silence.
Very nice. And why
I'm
did you
liking the
choose
sound
that,
of it
SH?
already.
Yeah, and it's pretty much it's going back to the veteran issues. We're gonna really touch more on it. And you got those warfighters out there who are silent. They're isolating. They're quiet. Why? Because they're living truth. And I'm gonna explain what the truth is.
And I just want to share, even our veterans, we know everybody that's listening, whether you're in Wyoming or Maine or over in Korea, wherever you're listening to us at, you all know that veterans have some very unique challenges in reintegrating from military back into civilian life. But I want to get the word out that AVET Project deals with service members that are being separated from active duty, the same as we do veterans. And SH, there are some terrible, terrible stories out there. We just helped a young man who had secured his terminal leave. He lost both his legs in the Army. He'd secured his terminal leave. He was being medically retired. And while he was out here, happened to be in Florida, that he was looking to set up his next home, he got called back because they trumped up some charge that he was AWOL. And it was all because the first sergeant, I'm not going to name names, but the people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about, had some kind of issue with this young man, this soldier of 10 years, and created so much strife in his life after he was already dealing with everything. And I just want to foot stomp it. I want to foot stomp it. It's not just our veterans that are suffering. Our guys and gals that are in transition from active military service are facing some monsters of themselves. And your music really does. Once somebody gets plugged in and listens and starts to get that connection in their bones, because it does. Your music, brother man, it means so much, not just to me, but so many. But you listen to it and you get engaged, and before long, it's really transporting you. So, Soldier Heart, how can people find out more about your music and buy your music, for crying out loud? You're not doing this. This isn't a charity. You've got to, even though you have a charitable nature and you have some charitable outreach activities, how can people get plugged in and help continue the music?
Yes, definitely. They could go to redcon1musicgroup.com. Redcon1musicgroup.com. We have all our music up there, our merchandise available, and support it, because that's the only reason. That's one of the only ways that we're still here after 5 years.
That's right.
Support that we got. So redcon1musicgroup.com. We want to keep it the KISS method. Go to soldierheart.net.
Yeah, the KISS method. That's cute.
Well, keep it simple, stupid. You can Google it. Just Google Soldier Heart, and you're going to get all kinds of incredible references. And I know your fan base is following you on American Warrior Radio with your Light Up the Darkness segment. Give me something else. How were your holidays, man? Share with us.
Oh, it was beautiful. I had all my kids with me, so it was beautiful. I flew out my daughter from San Antonio. She got to see her brothers, and I had all of them. It was beautiful. I couldn't complain. My kids were appreciative. They were giving, so I really can't complain. I was a happy camper.
And you talk about 5 years with the record label. I look back and seeing pictures of you and your kids from 5 years ago. Man, they grow up fast, don't they?
They do. They really do. Like, where did time go? My two boys are taller than me now. So
and driving, going to school.
Yep.
Yep.
Got their cars and got their license. And it's crazy.
Well, SH, yeah, exactly, SH, the best to you and your family and your fans. We're obviously so looking forward to finding out more, because we really need to pump this. It's already January. This event, everybody, is coming up in March, and we're going to keep you plugged in, because once we get the details, American Warrior Radio is going to put it out there for everybody.
Hey, but SH has got something going on in April.
Tell us.
Friday, April 22nd. Soldier hard, and hopefully if we can raise enough money that we'll get some more of the Redcon 1 group out here. But you're going to be doing a free concert on Friday, April 22nd here in Brevard County, Florida.
Right there on the beach, baby.
I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait. I'm already telling people.
Right on. Very good.
It is going to be fun, and I got to just say, we're going to have you, obviously, with your regular segments, so we're going to have more details about the upcoming events with you. Any last words? I know we got to close this out because we got such a short program anyway.
No, I just want to wish everybody out there Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, except ISIS. Never mind ISIS.
Nope, they're going down. They're going down. Our own Brevard County Sheriff says so.
Yeah, just Happy New Year to everybody, and hopefully 2016 everybody choose to do better than what they were doing in 2015.
You know, hey, SH, before you go, not only do we all need to battle buddy up, but can you just go over the Spartan Pledge real quick?
Just go over the Spartan Pledge, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Throw it out there.
Anyone
it's a new
out
year.
there, having a hard time, listen up.
Yeah, go to the Spartan Pledge Facebook page, message myself. I'm also the admin on that page, and we'll respond. You want to take the Spartan Pledge, and we can do that anytime, whether over the phone or through Skype and whatnot. And I will not take my own life by my own hands without speaking to my battle buddy first. My mission is to find other missions to help my warfighter family. That's the oath that we take it, and everybody know in the military when we take oaths, we hold that in a high regard.
You got it.
That's a fact, Jack. SH, best to you. We're going to be talking to you real soon again, but just Happy New Year, brother man.
Happy New Year to you guys, too, and thanks for what you do, and hopefully you continue on.
Oh,
of
for
course.
sure.
Peace out.
And that's Soldier Hard's Light Up the Darkness segment here on American Warrior Radio. And joins us every first Saturday of every month. We've got just precious little time here, but I will mention something important. It's an old news release, all right? This is from the Department of Veterans Affairs back in 2008, but unfortunately, American Warrior Radio has become aware of a couple of our, I could say, past war fighters, our vets, that are being diagnosed, have come under the ugliness of ALS. All right, this is that Lou Gehrig's disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which is unfortunately a death sentence. And we had some questions that come across the wire, people asking, well, what's this about the VA, and have we actually got 100%? And I just want to stress right now, God forbid any of you, and it sounds odd to state this kind of stuff at the start of the year, but it's important because apparently more and more are being afflicted with this, and you do not come back from this, ALS. It is a presumptive, compensable illness for all veterans. All veterans with 90 days or more of continuous active service in the military.
Did that mean they had to be deployed?
All that means is if you ever wore the uniform of the United States military, whether it was Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, potentially even Merchant Marines, and your doctor gives you this horrible diagnosis of ALS, you need to contact an accredited representative, somebody to help you navigate the VA system that is actually up to speed on all, because that's where a couple of the questions came from. Mm-hmm. There's this grapevine out there, well, ALS isn't covered for this. No. Hear me. If you serve 90 continuous days of active military service, basically any era, all right, particularly they're focusing from the early 40s all the way through the late 80s, but it's going to apply to anybody by the time all the dust settles. You get that horrible diagnosis of ALS, you need to contact an accredited representative so they can file a claim with the VA, which is, by the way, an extraordinary circumstance and warrants an expedite, so the claims go through quickly. Now, hopefully that means less than 45 days, because it is a death sentence, but I'm telling you, the VA and Secretary Shinseki, who's obviously been succeeded now by Secretary Robert McDonald, both of them knew the importance of this and have pushed everything aside. If you get diagnosed with ALS or know somebody that is, maybe somebody you go to church with or somebody you work with, and they're a veteran and, oh my God, they've got ALS, you've got to help get the word out. This is the straight line. There's no misinformation here on American Warrior Radio.
So
you've got to file a claim.
If they file a claim for ALS, what happens next? And what can they get? What kind of benefits can they get?
Well, it's as in any service-connected disability compensation claim. You need to get with an accredited representative. They'll prepare the paperwork. It's a pretty simple process. They will be looking to have some confirming medical diagnosis. So maybe it's a progress note from a VA doctor. Maybe you're under TRICARE or have your own health insurance and you've got this diagnostic
Someone says you
note.
have ALS.
They say it would not someone, a doctor, a medical
Okay,
doctor,
a doctor.
diagnoses you with the ALS. You bring that into an accredited service representative. They punch it into the VA. It gets fast-tracked, expedited because it is a terminal illness. Unfortunately, some people may live a year. The average is 2 to 5 years after you've been diagnosed. So it's really, really bad. But I've got to get the word out that the VA has basically rolled out the red carpet, everything from auto allowances to housing, special adaptive housing grants, compensation at the 100% rate, in addition to other considerations for special monthly compensation.
Okay,
And this
but
is just to make your
100%.
transition from where you got diagnosed to when you're going to pass on as easy as possible, if that's even possible.
Exactly. So what kind of money are we actually talking about?
Well, I'm not going to ever speculate on what the VA is going to award, but the 100% rate right now is how much for a single
Around
veteran?
$2,800.
Yeah, that's for a
just
single veteran.
vet.
Now, maybe that person wasn't even service connected before. Maybe they'd never even filed a claim. Doesn't matter. If you have ALS, you file the claim, you're going to be getting tax-free anywhere from $2,800 and up every month for the rest of your life. And your survivors, whether that's a dependent spouse or children, will be eligible for DIC. That's a dependents indemnity compensation. That's after you pass on. It's a little bit of money, about not even half really, but it's going to help.
14,
It's going to help.
12 to 1400.
So that's something that's always important. We got to get the word out. Now, I'm going to spend a moment or two, and Kim, you can help me with this, please. At the end of every American Warrior Radio broadcast, you'll hear Glenn talk about the Veterans Crisis Line. We talked with Soldier Hard during his Light Up the Darkness segment right there. The importance of having a battle buddy. Isn't that really what the Veterans Crisis Line is about?
That's exactly right, because when you call the Veterans Crisis Line, you actually press 1. For military families, you press 1. Here's the number, 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 800-273-8255. And press 1.
And the reason
Press
you press
1.
1 is because this is a national network.